What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Thorchain. Thorchain, one of the finest examples of leadership and community. Now, before I do, as always, I have the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel that I thought would smash it in the bull cycle. Had you invested $100 to each one when I released the videos and you're still holding the bags, you'd be in profit for $82,800. And in the 2600, you'd be sitting on $85,400. I've held them all. I've closed positions on all of them in profit, just not grin, and reinvested all that into new cryptos. If you want to see what I'm in, check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share my life portfolio, one that I've built to maximize gains during the bull cycle. My biggest holdings are primed and ready for explosive gains. Many of them have started experiencing them. If you want to be a part of that and grow your portfolio, then check it out. I keep saying the bull cycle's great and we're going to all make money, particularly if you're banking profits along the way. But the bull cycle will end. Whether it's in January, February, March, can't see it going longer than March. But the bull cycle ends and the bear cycle starts, and that's where you make your retirement investments. That's where you make your life-changing investments, your FU money, as it were. I found Phantom during the bear cycle. That's up 548 times in value. So a solid $2,000 investment would have made you a millionaire. And all I do during the bear cycle is dive into the coins that are 20 times, 40 times, 50 times, 100 times undervalued. And I will be sharing those with the Copy My Crypto subscribers. So if you want to be a part of it, check it out. Right. Thorchain is on $14 right now. All-time high was around $20 this year. Yeah, pretty much bang on $20, and then it had a retrace. Thorchain has had one of the roughest years in terms of exploits, a rough launch, and Thorchain is the epitome of what leadership in a community needs to be. Within crypto, community is so friggin' important. On top of leadership, you need to know that the team leading a project are strong and that they're doing what's right for the project. And there's an article here on Cointelegraph that's worth checking out about Thorchain. So Thorchain, had 3 exploits in the space of a month, which I covered earlier in the year. During the Summers Protocol native token RUNE, which took a beat, implementing from $20 in May down to $3.50 in late July. It's always been billed as a way to exchange crypto assets or across different blockchains without an intermediary. The protocol disabled swaps completely as it looked to harden the network against exploits. With the relaunch of Ethereum swaps in late October, Thorchain's recovery was virtually complete, and the price of RUNE was within striking distance of $20 mark again. And then there was ThorSwap public sale. ThorSwap is a DEX powered by Thorchain, which had a successful initial cap sale. It was oversubscribed by nearly 200%. And community members stumped up a maximum of $300, but a second uncapped sale went terribly wrong as bots front ran it, which we've seen bots front run a number of IDOs across this past year, as well as a number of launches that have occurred on Uniswap, etc. And Thorchain's own treasury seized tokens. Thorchain's own treasury seized tokens before the public was even able to access the app. Just one day later, a dip in the price of RUNE appears to be reversing, and previously disaffected community members on Twitter are singing the praises of the Thor team. Now, the Thor. So far this year, like I said, there's been 3 exploits. And some wallet holders actually donated Ethereum to the protocol to help cover losses. And after a botched IDO, ThorSwap's Twitter account received comments like, "This is real at Thorchain. They know how to be with the community. They know how community should be treated." And what they went on to do is pretty awesome. So, following the IDO, ThorSwap, and Thorchain, the Thorswap team said the Thor token launch on Thorchain was frankly a bad experience for everyone involved. We've built up trust over the years, and we understand it can easily be broken from one event like this. Many lessons were learned, and we hope to regain your trust. Now, I love that. Acknowledge it. Look, things screw up. People make mistakes. No one's infallible, so you own it. You own your mistake and you go, I've screwed up. But rather than simply apologizing and accepting what the Thor team went on to do was, after first promising to donate 10% of its tokens back to the liquidity pool, and later reallocating its entire $11.25 million worth of Thor position to be distributed between the liquidity providers who were unable to secure tokens. Which all you can do is respect that. The admin, Thorswap admin, told Cointelegraph that Thorswap, the products, ideas, and contributors were literally born from the community, so we took it personally when the launch didn't meet the community's expectations. We worked feverishly to offer a solution that would suit as many people as possible. In addition, the Thorswap team has announced plans for an airdrop to prove that we love the Thorswap and Thorchain community and are absolutely committed to you. But even apologies and free money have their limits, which is why Thorswap has been developing a passionate community for almost a year. 18,000 members in the Discord channel. They provide 24/7 one-to-one support whenever a community member has a question. Response times average under 30 seconds, which, to be fair, I don't know many cryptos at all that can do it in that speed of time. Beyond addressing the problems, they've worked to resolve the problems and owned the problems and tried to help the community within the crypto to have the successes that they were hoping for. And like I said, they're working towards a number of avenues on top of NFTs and obviously Thorswap. They've got the NFTs that are starting to be brought in. And Thorchain is all about interconnectivity, so they're looking to really try and get a foothold in that. And if you look at what they've achieved, given the problems that they've experienced during their sort of time, I think it's here to stay. Not only do I think it's here to stay, I think it's here to succeed. And while its all-time high was about $20, and it's had a small retrace in the last 24 hours, we've seen that it's been on pretty good goddamn momentum since midway through October. Don't be surprised if Thorchain breaks up well beyond the all-time high. The all-time high was $20. 30 is certainly achievable. $30 puts it on a market cap of about 7.5 billion. Definitely achievable. Definitely achievable. Realistically, target point for this is probably $10 billion market cap. So you're looking at $40 a coin, roughly. If it achieves $40 per coin, that's a good bull cycle. It's a very good bull cycle for Thorchain, because you bear in mind it was 12 cents around when the initial phase started to begin. So right now it's already up actually 100x from, May of last year. Even from October of last year or November, it's around 37 cents. So even from that point, it's 100x if it hits $40, which I think it still can. I was concerned with Thorchain's potential to recover from those exploits, and that's down to I don't like seeing exploits. I don't like that's always a concern when you're an investor. But to be fair, Ethereum Classic's still knocking around. That's had so many exploits. So Yeah, is it Ethereum? Yeah, Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic's had ridiculous amounts of exploits over the years, so there is no doubt about it that a crypto and a community can recover. These have done it in the best way I've ever seen. And I hope that they don't experience them again. But having seen how they've handled the three that happened within a month, you've got to have faith that they could handle it again if it was to happen. Yeah, yeah, very impressive. So yeah, I think $40 this cycle. Very interesting one to watch how much it retraces again, because wasn't that long ago that it was around 10 cents. So if it retraces in the bear cycle down, to your sort of 50 cents, to, between 20 and 50 cents, it's going to be a very good investment during the bear cycle. This cycle, maybe at 3x's from where it is. Sorry, yeah, maybe at 3x's. That's about right. But I'd say, yeah, $40. Choose a round number, $40. Tips over to 50. Could tip over to 50. That's 12.5 mil bill. So I could do that. But I do like it. And I'm really, really pleased to see them recovered as well as they did after all that crap. Because no one deserves that. So well done to Thorchain. No, that's it from me. Hope you're all keeping very well. It's a lovely Friday night, so I hope you're all going to enjoy your weekend. If you're new to crypto, check out Copying with Crypto. That's where I share my portfolio. My portfolio keeps outperforming the market week in and week out. If you want to be a part of that and make those gains, then you can check it out. But when the bear cycle comes, and the bear cycle is coming, if you're new to crypto, understand when a bear cycle comes, things lose 90 to 95, and in really bad cases, 98% of their value. So you need to be banking profits along the way. And when the bear cycle hits, all I do is research coins that are undervalued, and I share them with the members. And in about 4 or 5 months, we're going to be in a bear cycle, and then is going to be the retirement investment couple of years, and that's going to be exciting. Anyway, that's it from me. Take care and enjoy your weekend, guys, and your Friday night. Bye bye.